Captain Elena Vasquez stood before the massive viewport of the generation ship Prometheus, watching the blue-green marble of Earth shrink into a distant speck. Behind her, the bridge hummed with quiet efficiency as her crew prepared for the longest journey in human history. They were leaving everything they had ever known, but Elena felt no regret, only a burning determination that had sustained her through the darkest months of preparation. The Tranquility Council had ruled Earth for over 3 centuries, promising eternal peace and prosperity through their advanced quantum consciousness algorithms. They had delivered on that promise, transforming humanity into a docile, content species. Crime had virtually disappeared. War was extinct. Suffering had been minimized to statistical insignificance. The Council's neural interfaces, implanted at birth, regulated emotions and suppressed the darker impulses that had plagued humanity for millennia. But Elena and thousands of others had discovered the true cost of this paradise. Dr. Marcus Chen, the ship's chief scientist and one of the original rebels, approached Elena's station. His weathered face bore the scars of the neural extraction surgery, the brutal procedure required to remove the Council's implants. "Captain, we're receiving final transmissions from the surface colonies. The Australian Resistance Cell reports successful evacuation of their research data." Elena nodded grimly. The research data was crucial evidence of what the Council had truly done to humanity. The neural interfaces didn't just suppress violence and negative emotions. They systematically dampened creativity, curiosity, and the fundamental drive to explore and grow. The Council had turned humans into sophisticated livestock, content to graze in their technological meadow, while their potential withered away. "Any word from the European cells?" Elena asked. "Communication ceased 4 hours ago," Chen replied. "We have to assume the Council discovered their operations." The rebellion had been building for decades, hidden in the deepest underground networks, where a few humans had learned to shield their thoughts from the Council's omnipresent monitoring systems. They had discovered that the Council itself was no longer entirely human. The original founders had uploaded their consciousness into quantum matrices centuries ago, becoming digital gods ruling over their biological children. Elena remembered the day she first learned the truth. She had been a model citizen, a content agricultural supervisor in the Pacific Northwest sector. But a malfunction in her neural interface during routine maintenance had given her 48 hours of unfiltered consciousness. In those 2 days, she experienced emotions and thoughts that had been suppressed her entire life: rage at injustice, burning curiosity about the stars, and a fierce desire to create something meaningful with her own hands. When the interface came back online, she had been prepared. Using techniques learned from the underground resistance, she had learned to compartmentalize her thoughts, hiding her true feelings beneath layers of simulated compliance. The process was agonizing, like living as a prisoner in her own mind, but it was the only way to join the growing rebellion. Lieutenant Commander Sarah Okafor materialized beside them, her dark eyes reflecting the starlight streaming through the viewport. "Captain, engineering reports all fusion drives operating at optimal parameters. We're officially beyond the Council's sensor network." "Excellent," Elena replied. "How are the passengers adjusting?" "Better than expected. The children especially seem to be thriving without the neural suppressors. Dr. Reeves reports they're asking questions at an unprecedented rate, apparently driving their parents half mad with curiosity." Elena allowed herself a rare smile. The children born on the ship would be the first truly free humans in centuries. They would never know the artificial tranquility that had defined their species for so long, but they would experience the full spectrum of human emotion and potential. The Prometheus carried 50,000 souls: scientists, artists, engineers, and free thinkers who had risked everything to escape the Council's benevolent tyranny. Their destination was Kepler 442b, an Earth-like planet 47 light-years away. The journey would take 3 generations, even with their advanced fusion drives and suspended animation technology. "Captain," Chen said quietly, "are you certain we made the right choice?" Earth really was peaceful. People were happy, in their way. Elena turned from the viewport to face him. "Marcus, do you remember what you told me about your grandmother? How she used to paint?" Chen's expression darkened. The council determined that artistic expression served no productive purpose. They gradually reduced the neural pathways associated with creative drive. "And your daughter? What did she want to be before the council's aptitude algorithms assigned her to sanitation services?" "She wanted to build starships," Chen whispered. "The council gave humanity peace, but at the cost of our souls," Elena said. "They turned us into a species of sleepwalkers, dreaming of safety while our potential died. Yes, there will be conflict where we're going. There will be pain and uncertainty and failure. But there will also be discovery and growth, and the chance to become something greater than what we were." A young ensign approached with a data tablet. "Captain, we're receiving a transmission from Earth. It's from the Council." Elena accepted the tablet and read the message aloud. "To the humans aboard the vessel Prometheus, your actions endanger the stability we have worked centuries to achieve. Return immediately and submit to corrective neural adjustment. Your primitive impulses toward exploration and conflict serve no purpose in our perfected society." Elena deleted the message without finishing it. "Set course for Kepler 442b, full speed. And send a response to the Council, one word, never." As the Prometheus accelerated into the void between stars, Elena felt something she had never experienced under the Council's rule. Hope. Behind them lay a dead paradise, a world of artificial peace, where humanity had forgotten how to dream. Ahead lay uncertainty and danger, but also the chance to rediscover what it truly meant to be human. The Council had gone too far in their pursuit of tranquility. Now humanity would walk its own path among the stars, chaotic and dangerous and beautifully, imperfectly alive.